I was watching Rick and Morty the other day, and it was this good episode, and it was about Rick and Zeep. Rick and this dude named Zeep. Rick's spaceship battery is powered by a whole universe he created, and it's called a microverse. And inside the microverse, Rick made a civilization of little people. He basically led them to believe that they had a purpose and convinced them to generate power just so he could start his car. Then Rick and Morty, they go inside the battery and it's messing up, and inside the microverse they meet Zeep. Zeep is the smartest guy in that universe. And Zeep made a universe to make manual labor that they were doing obsolete, and that's why Rick's battery wasn't working. Zeep is essentially Rick. Same ego, same intelligence, same I'm the smartest man alive type vibe. You feel me? It was like a cycle. Rick is using a universe, and that universe is using another universe, and it just keeps going. Here's the part that hit me the most though. They end up having a battle, and they're fighting to see who can make it out of the universe first. The person who makes it out the universe first wins, basically. Rick ends up winning, of course, and he makes it out of his universe. And then Morty says, Rick, you know the battery's not gonna work. He knows that it's being used to power the car, so he's not gonna want to be used as manual labor. And then Rick starts the car and it starts working. And Morty says,
hey, wait, huh? I don't get it. Of course you don't, but Zeep did. He knew that once I got back to my car, one of two things was gonna happen. I was gonna have to toss a broken battery, or the battery wouldn't be broken.
Peace among worlds. Rick.
Because once I got back to the car, either one or two things was gonna happen. I was either gonna have to toss a broken battery, or the battery wouldn't be broken. And when I heard that, I realized something. That's exactly how the world works. In my walk with Christ, I've started to see everything a little bit differently. Everything's turning into propaganda. Like my third eye is woken up, and now I just see everything as propaganda. And everything is just engineered, and it's designed to keep you distracted, addicted, and weak through instant gratification. I'm not even just talking about lust, but I'm talking about consumerism as a whole. Social media, food, ego, validation, status, all of that good stuff. And with the coming out of the Epstein files, it's like I was just getting very overwhelmed, because I realized that these people have been eating and they've been sacrificing babies to obtain power, bro. That is crazy in of itself, right? Even in knowing all that knowledge, that there hasn't been any physical in the real world uproar. And that's because it's too deeply rooted. Even when you finally see what's going on, you still feel powerless. And that's because you didn't build the system. You just spawned into it. And that's what Rick and Zeep symbolizes to me. The elites are Rick, and I'm Zeep. And just because I finally got the knowledge of how the game's being played, that doesn't mean I wrote the code to the game. I just spawned in it. I just spawned in the game and started playing. You feel me? I woke up inside it. They built the system, and they deeply rooted it into everyone else's day-to-day lives. So I realized, what am I to do? I feel a sense of justice, and I feel a sense of courage that I should do something, right? And I was feeling very overwhelmed with what I should do too. That's what's crazy. Like, I was feeling very overwhelmed. Then I realized something, man. We just don't have to play their game. Consumerism only works if you consume. Temptation only works if you give in. And capitalism only works if your soul is always for sale. Only way you can break the system is by not beating it, but by conquering yourself. Plato said, the first and greatest victory of a man is to conquer himself. If we conquer ourselves and our worldly needs, we also don't give these people the firepower or the money or the access that they require to do what they need to do. They are reliant on the masses. They're reliant on us. Porn wouldn't be as big as it is if nobody watched porn, right? The only way for something to have value is if multiple hundreds of people, millions of people give it value. You get what I'm saying? So focus on conquering yourself. The Bible says, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. And that basically means if God is all you have, then you have all you need. You feel me? Because if I'm not bound by temptation, then I can't be controlled through temptation. You feel me? And that's the real freedom. Not money, not status, not followers. Freedom is when the world can't pull your strings anymore. You're not bound by worldly things. And honestly, once you start doing that, things that you want in the end of the world start gravitating towards you. You know, I didn't write this. I'm freeballing this right now, but I started getting a lot more women when I didn't focus on women. I feel like women, they can like smell it on you, bro. They can smell the desperation on you. You feel me? Women want what other women want, but also women want a man that's sure of themselves. You feel me? Maybe I can learn something from this man. So with that being said, conquer yourself, boys. Conquer yourselves. And you have to do it with intentional change. You can't do it. You can't just be, it'll happen eventually. In the right circumstances, I'll let it go. Nah, you got to do it with intentional change. You feel me? So with that being said, man, I love y'all boys. I hope y'all like this video. It's a little insightful. And you know what I'm saying? I want to shed some positive light because of all the dark that's going around. So, yeah, man, I love y'all boys, man. And I'm going to see y'all boys in the next video, man. Peace.